Yelimino is a winner on the LPGA Tour.
Our winner for 2025, Angel Yin, and what a tournament this has been.
It's a masterclass from Lydia Ko, the champion at the HSBC Women's World Championship.
Rio Takeda, the Blue Bay LPGA champion.
Hyo-Joo Kim. Ingrid Lindblad.
In incredible fashion, in a playoff, Mao Sago is a major champ.
She can now add Utah to the resume. Hey, done you.
And there it is, the first win of the 2025 season for Gino Tidikun.
Chisato Iwai is an LPGA winner, and that Japanese sun keeps shining.
And Maya Stark is the latest from Sweden to take a U.S. Women's Open title.
Jennifer Kupcho.
Carlota Saganda now can call herself a Meyer LPGA champion.
And it's twice as nice for Somi Lee and Jin Hee M.
And the dream comes true in Evian for Blaze Kemp. A dream pro debut for Lottie Woe.
It is Miyu Yamashita.
And now Akie Iwai joins Chisato as an LPGA winner.
The comeback is complete for the pride of Canada. Brooke Henderson wins her National Open.
Miranda Wong became the 7th rookie to win the LPGA Tour in 2025.
And Charlie Hall is back on the throne.
The second of the season for Gino Tidikun.
It took a while to get through that video. We've had the most winners in a single season on the LPGA Tour. Ladies and gentlemen, a new venue this year, a new night of the week, but what remains is our celebration of excellence for the most successful women's sports league in the world. Good evening, welcome to the 2025 Rolex LPGA Awards. My name is Tom Abbott. It's been my pleasure to be part of the Golf Channel and NBC broadcast team covering the LPGA Tour this season. I know many of you in this room personally, but we do have some new faces here with us for the first time, so welcome. I hope that you enjoy this very special evening. Now, like last year, we're going to move through our awards program, and then we'll enjoy dinner and a drinks reception afterwards. We have our live streaming going on the LPGA social channel, so welcome to you if you're watching. And of course, we encourage you all to be proud of this evening and to celebrate and promote with us accordingly. This is the 75th anniversary season of the LPGA Tour. The LPGA is older than the Super Bowl. It's older than the WTA. It's older than the WNBA. It's older than the DP World Tour. And it's technically older than the PGA Tour. Don't tell anyone at Ponte Vedra I said that this evening. But this 75th anniversary awards gives us a little extra meaning to tonight's proceedings. And I know the commissioner will talk a little bit more about that later. Of course, tonight would not be possible without the long-standing support of Rolex. For over half of the tour's life, Rolex and the LPGA have shared a truly special relationship. Two organizations honoring great shared accomplishments with a wonderful relationship. They are embodying the spirit of perpetual excellence. And I want to thank the entire Rolex team, some of whom are here tonight from New York and Geneva, including Alex Gasser, who will be on the stage with us in just a little while, helping to hand out some awards. Let's hear it for Rolex and all that they do for the LPGA Tour. Now, later this week, the LPGA will announce its 2026 tournament lineup, heralding the start of the next 75 years. Many of you here tonight are part of those tournaments, which will comprise next year's calendar. We want to thank you for your continued hard work and commitment to the LPGA Tour. I would also like to thank all of the LPGA staff, our tournament staff, and volunteers who make the tour what it is. You remember all those people that you see volunteering each week? They really make a big difference. Give them a big hand if they're watching tonight on the streaming. Now, this week is the CME Group Tour Championship, as we know, and on Sunday, we will conclude the 75th anniversary season, crowning our 12th race to the CME Globe Champion. Time flies, the 12th race to the CME Globe Champion, with the single biggest first prize in women's golf, $4 million. They give money to St. Jude in a very generous way. They support the LPGA Tour. Terry Duffy and the team from the CME Group have stepped up time and time again, and another example this week with the CME Group Tour Championship. Give them a big hand for what they do for the LPGA. And finally, with our thank yous, we are going to see many of the LPGA stars on the stage tonight, but we have a number of players who are here with us this evening who've had incredible seasons that won't be honored on the stage, but they're here to support the LPGA Tour, to support their peers and their friends. So a big hand for all the LPGA players that have come out tonight to celebrate with us. Now, we begin our program tonight with the Heather Farr Perseverance Award, honoring hard work, determination, and dedication. To introduce this year's winner, I would like to welcome to the stage one of the most important names in the game. She was last year's recipient. She's a member of the LPGA Hall of Fame. It's Lydia Ko.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know if you're thanking me that you get a break from Tom these next few minutes, but yeah, it's such an honor to be here tonight to celebrate someone truly deserving of this recognition. Lindy, your hard work, dedication, and perseverance, both on and off the course, inspire everyone around you. You embody the very qualities this award represents, and I can't think of anyone more deserving. And now, let's take a moment to watch Lindy and her incredible journey.
There's been a lot of tough moments for sure. I lost my card in 21, and it was tough to get it back. That 2-year process, I had to do a lot of work on and off the course, and I'm really grateful for it now because I think it's showing up in my game and also the way I can handle myself out there.
Herself in contention a couple times already this year. Could be a big year for Lindy Duncan.
There was definitely many moments where I was thinking of a future without playing. I just kind of kept believing in myself.
She has had her game face on from the start of this week.
And not backing down.
It's been a long journey. It's been a fun ride and just continuing to try to get better. But for sure, there's ups and downs to it, and the downs feel, really down. You just got to keep fighting your way through it. That's kind of my purpose, so that's what I enjoy the most.
So many big putts. Duncan is not done yet. Big time pressure putt.
Congratulations on this well-earned achievement. I'm so proud of you. And now please welcome to the stage the 2025 Heather Farr Perseverance Award recipient, Lindy Duncan.
Thank you. Golf is hard, especially when it's your job. Throughout my career, I've had a lot of ups and downs, and I've come up short a lot. After college, I failed to earn my LPGA status 4 times. Eventually, I earned my card and then I lost it. And not that long ago, on my final hole of Q Series, I made an 8. And to be clear, this was not a golf is hard 8. This was a total out-of-body 8. This was the most stressful moment of my career, to say the least. It was a complete mental collapse, and I can laugh about it now, but at the time, it was heartbreaking. In 15 minutes, I felt like I had lost my job and a part of my heart. I had put so much pressure on myself that I couldn't do the thing that I loved most. And for a while, I wondered if I should keep playing. And I ruminated for weeks, and I thought, golf, why don't you love me back? And that moment forced a choice: walk away or change. So with nothing left to lose except maybe the last bit of my sanity hanging on like a downhill 4-footer, I decided to make a change. I realized I had been doing a lot of the technical work on my game, but not enough of the inner work on myself. And it came down to one question: if I gave everything and it still wasn't enough, would I play? And wrestling with that question, I discovered quite a few truths. The first one was that I'm a golf nerd that loves golf so much that I would play for free. And in fact, I have played for free many times because I've missed a lot of cuts. The harder truth was that I really hadn't been giving it my all. And for years, I told myself I was playing out of love, but that wasn't true. Real love doesn't demand anything in return, and mine did. My relationship with golf and with myself had become transactional, tangled up with outcomes and scores. So if I choose to play golf without any guarantees, why play? And the answer was simple: because honoring this life means living it joyfully, being playful, present, laughing often, letting perseverance come from love instead of fear. For years, I thought joy was earned through accomplishment. Now I believe joy is a choice, independent of scores and outcomes. That shift, choosing joy over validation, gave me the freedom to be honest and vulnerable, freedom to play and live freely. It didn't make failures disappear. Golf didn't get any easier. I even made another glorious 8 in Malaysia a few weeks ago. After losing in a playoff at the Chevron Championship this year, I shared some of that journey online. I wrote about how I spent years suffocating my game out of insecurity. I was terrified to be that vulnerable, but the response blew me away. People related, and that humanness meant more than any trophy. Facing the things I feared the most, failure and vulnerability, ended up opening the door to everything that followed. That's why receiving the Heather Farr Perseverance Award means so much to me. I've been uplifted by so many people, and it's my mission to pay that forward. To my family, friends, and coaches, thank you, and I'm sorry it took me so long to listen to all of you. To our sponsors, LPGA staff, every player and caddy, volunteers, dining staff, locker room attendants, and every member of the grounds crew, thank you. You're the heartbeat of our tour, and none of this happens without your care and perseverance. Thank you very much.
Congratulations again, Lindy. I'm really sorry. This is obviously my first time doing this. Our next presentation this evening is the Founders Award, given to a member who, in the eyes of her peers, best exemplifies the spirit, ideals, and values of the LPGA through her actions, both on and off the course. Having recently announced her retirement from the tour, this year's recipient truly embodies what it means to receive this prestigious award. Let's take a look.
So I hope to continue to make an impact on this tour. I love this tour. I love these girls. It's been so much fun to play against them, and I want to continue to help give them the best opportunities they can.
Stacey Lewis wins for the first time, and it's here at a major championship and takes down the #1 player in the game.
There's a new #1 in women's golf, and it's an American, Stacey Lewis,
For the outright lead. Yes!
What a finish.
And the United States wins the Solheim Cup for the first time since 2017.
I can't thank you enough, and on behalf of everyone at KPMG.
In particular, just being the catalyst for change, getting us involved in women's golf.
You've done so much for this tour and so much for the Solheim Cup.
Thank you so much for being a role model to me and always being there for me throughout my career.
And now, please join me in welcoming to the stage the 2025 Founders Award recipient, Stacey Lewis.
Good evening, and thank you, Lydia. First, I want to thank the players that voted for me for this award. Thank you for paying attention and noticing all that we've been up to the last few years, especially. To get this award that has the name of the founders means the world to me. Those 13 women are why we have this opportunity today, and I look back on, I don't remember what year it would have been. I don't know what year we started the Founders Tournament, but spending that time with Marilyn and with Shirley and over those years and getting to know them was probably the most impactful things in my career. To see how much they cared about our tour, how much it mattered to them, it really shaped me into the care and the love I have for this tour. I have two stories, and one, this goes back to my rookie year in 2009, and tour was going through a little bit of change at the time. We had some issues going on, and I was shocked and blown away at how invested the players were. I was like thinking, they're all just worried about their golf, but they were almost more worried about the tour than they were worried about their own games. And as a young player, that was very impactful for me. And so I just tried to learn from them. I tried to watch what they were doing. I tried to get to know all the people, the sponsors, the tour. And then it really, in 2012, was really when it kind of came to a head for me is I had just, in one of those videos, I had just won in Phoenix and become #1 in the world. And I went home, was actually having dinner with Meg Mountain and Beth Daniel. And I'm probably paraphrasing here a little bit, but they said to me, now, you're the top, you're #1 in the world, you're an American, you're gonna be asked to do a lot of things. And they said, you need to do everything that you can. And I was expecting this speech about my game, and this is how you need to practice, and you need to do X, Y, and Z. And they went the totally different route. And it stuck with me ever since. And that's been in the back of my mind of, what can I do to help this tour that has given me so much? So I thank the players that have come before me because they're the reason I had this opportunity. And to finish, I love this tour. I really do. And I am just so thankful for the opportunities, for the people I've met. And that's why I continue to give back and why I want this tour to be great. And we're kind of in that moment of change again, and we've got a lot of new staff, we got a lot of new players, and I hope you guys all can learn to love the tour the way I have, the way our founders did. And I challenge all of you to take care of it the way our founders would approve of. So thank you all.
Another round of applause for Lydia, Stacey, and for Lindy. Thank you for all that you do for the LPGA Tour. Stacey, I know you have, it is heavy, it's very heavy. That might be, okay. Stacey, thank you for everything you do for the tour. I know there are new endeavors in your future away from playing, and we can't wait to see how that plays out for you. Our next prestigious award, established by the LPGA professionals, celebrates an individual who embodies the teaching excellence, passion, and transformative spirit of the late Ellen Griffin, a pioneer in golf education. This year's recipient is Marvel Bernard, a trailblazing LPGA Professionals Hall of Fame member and past LPGA Professionals National President, whose 23-year journey has been defined by an unrelenting love of teaching and drive to transform golf into an empowering space for women and girls worldwide.
Marvel Bernard, LPGA Professionals Hall of Fame member and former Professionals President, discovered her passion for teaching golf later in life. Not knowing where to begin or how to belong sparked her drive to make golf welcoming to all, ensuring every student found joy and belonging in the game she loves. For over 20 years, she's transformed thousands through golf. As Director of Instruction at the Country Club of Green Valley, Marvel has grown the game tirelessly, leading innovative junior programs, teaching teen girls life lessons at LPGA Leadership Academies, hosting Invite Her programs for women new to golf, and guiding the 2,000 LPGA professionals dedicated to teaching. She opens doors, builds connections, and empowers many. Her immeasurable impact proves golf is for everyone, just as Ellen Griffin envisioned. Congratulations, Marvel Bernard, the 2025 Ellen Griffin Rolex Award winner.
And presenting the award, we welcome Louise Ball, LPGA Professionals President, and also our recipient of the 2025 Ellen Griffin Rolex Award, Marvel Bernard. And Alex Gasser of Rolex will present Marvel with a Rolex timepiece celebrating Marvel's exceptional achievement in the game.
I'm glad I have on waterproof makeup. That video was so nice. Well, good evening, everyone. For 6 years as the LPGA Professionals National President, I presented this award. And it's very hard to stand over there and not wonder what it would be like to stand here at the podium. And so I can tell you that what happens is your hands shake and your knees knock. And one thing that didn't change is I always worry about going up and down those stairs with heels on. So some things do not change. This honor means so much to me. I didn't start golfing until I was 38 years old, which is older than most of you are right now. Many of our tour stars were started swinging clubs before they could even spell their names. Now, when I was that age, with a name like Marvel, I couldn't spell my name either, but golf was definitely not on my radar. But that late start in golf, I believe, has given me a unique perspective and a deep appreciation for something that changed my life, and that's teachers. When I first picked up a club, of course, I didn't dream of awards. I dreamed of getting the ball airborne, mostly. I just wanted to make solid contact, but then came teachers, men and women who were patient, passionate, and very much taught me to believe in myself, even when I didn't believe in myself. They showed me that golf is more than a game. It's about confidence, community, and possibility. These teachers opened the door to a sport that gave me purpose, has given me an unbelievable career that I love, and the chance to give back to others the way they gave to me. And that's what teachers do. They hand us belief in ourselves. Every one of us in this room, you can probably think of a person in your own life who encouraged you, inspired you, and made a huge difference in your life. When I work with my little girls, the girls that you saw on camera here on the screen, they do have big dreams, and I see all the possibilities ahead of them. Many of our LPGA professionals teach girls who hope to play in high school, play in college, to play on tour, and maybe someday be here on a night like this. So tonight, as we celebrate incredible champions, we're also honoring the people behind every champion, the coaches, the mentors, and the teachers who were there for the first grip, the first swing, the first setback, and the first breakthrough. When you think about it, the LPGA Tour wouldn't exist without teachers. We are the bridge between a little girl's dreams and a player's reality. We grow the game. We grow the athletes. We grow the leaders who will inspire the next generation. We also grow the fans of the LPGA Tour. Ellen Griffin, who this award is named after, understood that better than anyone. She believed that teaching wasn't just about golf, but it was about shaping character, confidence, and courage. Her spirit lives on in every LPGA professional who's on the lesson tee. How fitting this award is that it bears the name Rolex. Rolex is a partner whose commitment to women's golf is unwavering. Rolex honors excellence not just in performance, but in purpose. Your support elevates all women in sport. Your name sends a message to the world that women's golf matters, and it deserves the biggest stage, like this tonight and the one our players will compete on later this week. So to all the amazing tour players in this room, your journeys fuel the dreams of every student we teach. My little girls want to grow up and be just like you. To my fellow LPGA professionals, this award reflects all of us. The early mornings, the late lessons, the laughter, the small amounts of belief that become life-changing moments for others. The founders, I loved what Stacy said about our founders, they understood the vital role of teachers in the health and the future of women's golf, and I'm grateful every day for their vision. To every teacher who handed me belief, thank you. Thank you especially to my husband, Sam, whose support has made this all possible. He saw my first swing in my playing ability test, and he thought, maybe this golf thing's not gonna work out. To my dear friend, Liz Cooper, you have been such a great friend to me, and I really wanna thank you for everything that you do in my life. All my friends in the LPGA and every student who trusted me, you're all why I'm standing here. And to all my little girls at home, if you're watching, keep dreaming. Keep listening to your teacher. I might just hand you a club and a whole new future. I'd like to congratulate all the award recipients this evening and thank you so much for this honor.
Not taking up the game until 38. There may be some people in the room who don't play golf. There's no excuses. Well, the time has come now to celebrate the Rolex first-time winners of 2025. This season, Rolex and the LPGA proudly welcomed 11 new champions to this elite club.
Beautiful sunny Sunday, trying to win for the very first time on the LPGA Tour.
If you've got the lead in a major and you do what she's doing today, you're very hard to beat.
There's just an assured confidence about her.
She has grabbed this tournament by the scruff of his neck.
Just continues to put on a putting clinic.
So good.
Not much to criticize in her game today.
Fantastic shot in this moment, in the lead.
twinning and winning.
The Duke Blue Devil passes this final exam with flying colors.
She's going to win on the LPGA Tour on her debut.
She has come of age.
And amidst the challenge of all the others, she has her major.
In incredible fashion, in a playoff.
She is a Rolex first-time winner.
Okay, we can bring them to the stage. We're going to start with a player who made 24 birdies for the week and battled Jin Young Ko down the stretch. She is the winner of what is now known as the Fortinet Founders Cup. Yilimi No. Now, this was her second LPGA win, but first as a member, it came at the Blue Bay LPGA, 64 in the final round for Ryo Takeda. We had a battle of two rookies at the JM Eagle LA Championship. Ake Iwai couldn't match Sweden's Ingrid Lindblad. And a week later, it was a thrilling finish at the year's first major, a five-way playoff where Mao Saigo became a Rolex first-time winner and a major champion. At the Mexico Riviera Maya Open at Mayakoba, it was a commanding performance, a six-shot victory for Chisato Iwai. Well, our next two Rolex first-time winners paired up at the Dow Championship, which went to a playoff, and it was So-Mi Lee and Jin-Hee Im who were victorious. Capping off a whirlwind few weeks this summer, our next Rolex first-time winner won on her pro debut with a final round 68 at the ISPS Handa Women's Scottish Open, Lottie Woad. From Scotland to Wales and Royal Porthcawl, a venue known for tough conditions, but this player was not concerned with the links or the tough weather. Miyu Yamashita. And joining twin sister as a Rolex first-time winner, this Japanese player shot 64-66 at the weekend to win the Standard Portland Classic. Akie Iwai. And finally to the FM Championship, where this player had to take on the world number one, Gino Tidekun, but she birdied 17 and was able to hang on for the victory. Miranda Wong. Now, as you see, each player receives a Rolex gift to commemorate their first victory. Alex Gasser has been on hand to make the presentation. Congratulations to you all. Let's give him a big hand. I'm gonna pick out a few and have a chat. Why not? Yilimi, 111th start on the LPGA Tour before you got that first win. It's a great testament to perseverance. How were you able to do it there early in the season?
Well, I was really happy to get it done at the first event. It was a dream come true, dream start to the season, and really just stayed patient throughout all those years, kept working hard, and it happened, and I was so happy.
I'm sure you were. It was a great win. Congratulations. Ingrid, I've got to talk to you because you won on your third start. You had an amazing amateur career, 15 wins. It's an SEC record. You set all sorts of records for your time at LSU. How much did that play into being able to win early in your career?
You know, I said that it was my goal to win my first year, but I didn't really expect it to come as early as it did. So, I mean, it was very exciting, and it's really fun to be here today, too.
Well, we're glad that you're here. It's a fantastic evening, and we've got, who else we got? Let's talk to Lottie. Lottie, what a summer you had. You were an amateur when you won the KPMG Irish Women's Open, LET event. Craig, maybe a LPGA event in the future, but that'd be a great idea. And then you finished third at Evian, and then you win in Scotland. How do you sum up what you were able to do this summer?
I think it's difficult to put it into words. It was just a pretty crazy month. Felt like it was going on forever, to be honest. But yeah, I was glad that I could get it done on the first event and just continue the run I was on.
How did it change your life?
Definitely has, yeah. I think I was very grateful for Leap that I could get my card and just looking to gain experience at all those events, and just was grateful I could get the win.
Did you get your driving license yet?
No. After this week.
After this week, okay. Best of luck with that. That might be harder than the first win, by the way. No, you'll be fine. Miranda, when you battle the world #1 and you're able to beat her coming down the stretch, what does that say about your game, and what does that do for your confidence?
I was really zoomed into my own game, and Gino was world #1, and she's still world #1, and she played really good golf, and that's what we expect from world #1. So I was mentally prepared for a tough battle, but what I told myself, just keep doing the best I could. I gave the best try, and I was very grateful and lucky that I got the win.
Yeah, winner of the FM Championship. Congratulations on your win. Congratulations to all of our Rolex first-time winners. Let's have a big hand for our Rolex first-time winners for 2025. Thank you so much. And you can stay here if you'd like, but I think you'd rather head on back to your seats, I'm guessing. Okay, we move on now to the Louise Suggs Rolex Rookie of the Year, and it's been an incredible race. This year's competition has been nothing short of spectacular, and standing at the top is Miyu Yamashita, whose remarkable consistency and composure have defined her rookie season. Her performances throughout the year have showcased not only her incredible talent, but also her bright future in this sport.
Last year's medalist at Q Series from Japan, young Miyu Yamashita.
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of her in the near future, contending in multiple major championships.
So here at Porthcawl, one woman has been setting the pace.
She's a known winner 13 times over in Japan, and make no mistake, she's well prepped for the test ahead.
It is Miyu Yamashita who holds steady in the winds of South Wales. And amidst the challenge of all the others, she has her major, the AIG Women's Open champion.
Here at New Korea Country Club, on my Life Plus International Crown, Japan's got to win the hole. And there are a few better to do it, and you got to make it. 5 feet to send Japan into the semis. Miyu is magical again, and Japan is into the semifinals.
The fans have been filing through the gates early today for the final round of this Maybank Championship. Miyu Yamashita playing an incredible final round. Is for birdie. #1 on tour from 10 to 15 feet. That was 20 feet, and in it goes. Miyu Yamashita comes from 8 shots back, and the rookie from Japan is a winner in Malaysia. The Maybank Championship winner for 2025, Miyu Yamashita.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the 2025 Louise Suggs Rolex Rookie of the Year, Miyu Yamashita. Miyu, I know you'd like to say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am truly honored to win this award. I am very happy to stand here today. I am also grateful to have my name included among many wonderful players who have won this award. This award before me. I will keep working hard and try to win many more tournaments. Thank you very much.
You got to be careful, Miu. If you speak English like that, we're going to start interviewing on Golf Channel. I know you've done all of your press conferences this year in Japanese, so that was a really big achievement for her to stand up in front of everybody and do that in English. She'll also note that the way that we butchered her name throughout the year means that her English is better than our Japanese, so well done. It's now time to celebrate this year's winner of the Rolex Annika Major Award. No stranger to this award, Annika Sorenstam boasts one of the most extraordinary careers in LPGA history. 72 LPGA Tour victories, including 10 major championships, 8 Rolex Player of the Year honors, 6 VER trophies for the lowest scoring average. Her remarkable record is a testament to her dominance, consistency, and enduring legacy in the game. There is no living woman with more major championships than Annika Sorenstam, so it is very fitting that she has her name attached to this major award. Please welcome to the stage Annika Sorenstam.
The Rolex Annika Major Award is presented to the player with the most outstanding record in major championship over the course of the season. This year, Minjee Lee claimed the honor with a phenomenal performance, highlighted by her victory at the KPMG Women's PGA Championship in Frisco, Texas, and a third-place finish at the Mundi Evian Championship, and finishes in the top 25 in the remaining 3 major championships. What an amazing major championship season. Let's take a look here at the video at Minjee's remarkable 2025 season.
Minjee Lee, the 29-year-old from Australia, trying to close out another major championship.
Second straight sensational Saturday in the major championship for Minjee. And gets that to drop.
Let her go! What you would expect from a player with 10 wins on the LPGA Tour.
And now, you close this one out, people start talking about a career Grand Slam.
Minjee Lee battles the Texas wind and heat, and now she's a 3-time major champ.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage this year's Rolex Annika Major Award winner, Minjee Lee.
Annika, come on back. Come on. We're not going to let you get away like that. Well, let's talk about this season and these major championships, obviously highlighted by the KPMG Women's PGA, which was a tough week. How would you describe what that was like, battling against the elements in that golf course?
I mean, it really was kind of a blur. You know, there was so much wind and it was really, really hot. But I just remember, you know, that final day and just, you know, playing my heart out there, really, and, you know, lifting up the trophy. It's a really great trophy. I love the photos. So, yeah, no, I'm really, really proud of myself for being able to win the KPMG this year.
And Annika, this is 3 different major victories for Minjee, adding the KPMG Women's PGA to an Evian victory and a US Women's Open. It says a lot about a player when they're able to win at that level in different conditions, different parts of the world.
Absolutely. If you look at the trophy, it says here, champions are celebrated and major champions, they make history, and you made it 3 times. So it is a difference. I always felt like majors were a little different, just because of the different courses, the pressure, the history, and just the challenging setups and with the players. So yeah, I've always felt like the majors were a little more special, even though winning a tournament is fantastic. But just, you know, we don't have that many majors, so the pressure is a little extra every year.
I think your worst finish in a major this year was 22nd. You were contending in Evian. How do you elevate your game to peak at the right moments?
That's a very hard question because I'm not sure if you can really be like, oh, I'm going to play well at this event or that event. But, you know, I consistently work hard throughout the whole year to be able to, you know, contend in majors and in events. So I think just all the hard work, compounded together with a little bit of confidence, I think that really, you know, I just like the challenge of the majors.
And finally, Annika, you must be very proud to see this award in your name and someone like Minjee really embracing it and winning it in style.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I'm super proud of Minjee Lee this year and what she has done in general, but also the partnership with Rolex. I mean, they really celebrate this highlight of her career and all the other players through the years we've done this award. And if you look at the previous winners, they've all gone and done amazing things. You know, many Hall of Famers to be. So, yeah, this is an award that means a lot to me, and I just wish we would have had it when I played. But I'm glad you get a chance to do it now, and all the other players. Hopefully, this will be a goal of yours for next year.
Minjee Lee, a Rolex Annika Major Award winner. Congratulations, Minjee, and thank you, Annika.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Oh, just bring it down.
Well, the coveted VER Trophy is down to 4 players: Gino Tidekun, Minjee Lee, Nelly Korda, and Miyu Yamashita. Gino is currently in the lead with a sub-69 average for the 2025 season. The VER Trophy carries a rich history in the world of golf. It was first presented in 1952 by Betty Jameson. This award was created in honor of the legendary American player Glenna Collette VER, a true pioneer and champion of the game. If you haven't heard of Glenna Collette VER, if you don't know much about her, read about her. What she did for the women's game many decades ago was really inspiring. The trophy will be presented to a deserving recipient on Sunday following the final round of the CME Group Tour Championship. So let's take a moment to watch the players who are vying for the VER Trophy in action.
Checking in with world number 1, Gino Tidekun.
Gets it a 5 under par, gives her a comfortable cushion. The putt of a champion in waiting, all steady in the back 9. The new world number 1, Gino Tidekun.
She just makes the game look so easy.
If she's on, she's really unbeatable from what we've seen.
Make no mistake, she's well prepped for the test ahead.
Wow, Karen, just wow.
Trying to close out another major championship.
In it goes. What a a brilliant time to strike.
Min-Ji Lee, she's a three-time major champ.
Stepping up in the shadows of the New York City skyline.
So we will award the Bear Trophy on Sunday, and we will also award the 2025 Rolex Player of the Year trophy on Sunday. This comes down to two extraordinary players, Gino Titakun and Miyu Yamashita, each delivering a season defined by consistency, resilience, and undeniable brilliance in their golf. Week after week, they elevated their games, stacking up top finishes, clutch performances, and memorable moments that captivated fans around the world. Their pursuit of excellence pushed one another to new heights, an inspiring reflection of the global strength and true example of what it means to compete at the highest level, and especially on the LPGA Tour. The winner will be determined based on this week's results and will be named on Sunday, but just to give you a brief indication of what needs to happen, Miyu Yamashita must win in order to have a chance at winning the Rolex Player of the Year. If she does not win, Gino will be crowned Player of the Year. So let's take a look at some of their performances from 2025.
If you've got the lead in the major and you do what she's doing today, you're very hard to beat.
Miyu is magical again, and Japan is into the semifinals.
For the new world number one, Gino Titakun.
She just makes the game look so easy.
And in it goes. What a brilliant time to strike.
Stepping up in the shadows of the New York City skyline.
And amidst the challenge of all the others, she has her major.
Gino Titakun wins again.
So please welcome to the stage the two players vying for the Rolex Player of the Year, Miyu Yamashita and Gino Titakun. Now, I'm gonna just ask you a couple of questions. Miyu has already been under pressure speaking English tonight, so I'm not gonna put her under the pressure. And you, okay, you're under pressure too. You speak very good English, so you'll be fine. What would it mean to you to lift this trophy that's right behind you here?
It will mean the world for me, but not just for me, for the whole team as well. That's, they're standing beside me since day one. So it will be really, fantastic week if I can get it done. But if not, she had a really good ride as well.
And how do you focus in on this week? It's a big week for everybody in the field. Not only is the Player of the Year on the line, but $4 million first prize, which you know what it feels like to win. Actually, it was $5 million last year because you won the Aon Risk Reward. So how do you focus in on a week like this?
To be honest, relaxing weeks, I find it is like a happy week that I know that I'll be able to have an off season. But obviously, really happy as always to come here at the CME as always, because if you make it here, which is you have a chance to make a bonus for the $4 million, right?
It's been a good season, especially if you're able to win that $4 million, just getting into the field. Can you give a sense of what this season has been like on the LPGA Tour and why you think so many players have won this year, the most in the Tour's history?
Mm-hmm. I think LPGA have grown a lot, to be honest. As you can see, the example of this couple of years that you had 10, 20, 10, 11, 12, first time of first Rolex winner, as always. The time that when it was my rookie years, they got 12 first time winner. So I think it's a sign of LPGA have grown a lot, and I think the fans have watching women's golf more and more. So we get attention from all the fans more and more every year. So a lot of more talented players out there
that's still on the fields. Next year as well, we'll see a lot of new faces that come into the LPGA Tour. So I think we're definitely trying to, a right direction.
Well, you've both certainly moved in the right direction with the way that you've played this year. Congratulations, both of you, on an incredible season, and we wish you all the very best for this week, and we'll see how it plays out here over the next week or so. Miyu Yamashita and Gino Turikun vying for the Rolex Player of the Year. Give them a big hand. And now, for the final award of the evening, it is a great pleasure to welcome to the stage in his first Rolex LPGA Awards, the LPGA's Commissioner, Craig Kessler.
Good evening, everybody. Before we give out tonight's award, if we could, one more time, put our hands together both for Rolex for hosting us and for all of tonight's award winners. I'm very excited to give out tonight's award. Historically, the Commissioner's Award has gone to an individual who's made a massive difference on the LPGA. 25 years ago, at the 50th anniversary of the LPGA, we honored our founders. Tonight, as we gear up to conclude our 75th season, there's actually no group more deserving of the Commissioner's Award than the Hall of Famers who are actually with us in the room tonight. More than just one person, but a group of remarkable leaders. These are women who have led off the course, and they're also women who have done remarkable things on the course. Some people say that actually making it to the Hall of Fame for the LPGA is one of the most difficult Halls of Fame to ever make. It requires 27 points, 1 point for every win, 2 points for a major, 2 points for a season-long award. 27 points are necessary. Arguably more important, though, than their accomplishments on the golf course are what they've done off the golf course as role models, and they have certainly done their part to embody the values of our founders. So as we gear up tonight to close out our 75th season, we'd like for everyone to take a minute and look at our video screen.
Women's golf has a bright new star. Her name is Sarah Pop.
She's got it. Oh, what a reaction from Inkster.
Judy Rankin, one of the greatest players ever in ladies professional golf.
There she is, ladies and gentlemen, Amy Alcott.
What a moment. Annika Sorenstam.
Spectacular, perfect round of golf.
2013.
This Sandra Haney on the same hole. She's won a lot of tournaments.
Great future, lying ahead of Nancy Lopez.
Lydia Ko, it is with a major European summer.
Mexico's Lorena Ochoa confirms her spot as the best player in the world.
That's joy.
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
You think she wanted it bad?
There it is, Betsy King, your winner.
How sweet the taste of victory.
And Donna comes to this 1980 championship at the top of her game.
Our congratulations to Joanne Carter, the oldest woman on the LPGA Tour to win a title.
And that's a Hall of Famer.
There's no greater player, no greater person in the Hall of Fame than Patty Sheehan.
And she's done it. Beth Daniel.
How do you do?
To help recognize many of the legends of the game, please help me welcome to the stage Hall of Famers Betsy King, Lydia Ko, Nancy Lopez, Judy Rankin, and Annika Sorenstam.
As you're members of the Hall of Fame, we figure that you deserve a microphone each. I got a couple more for you, don't worry. We're going to have a little chat with our Hall of Fame members and also with the commissioner. I want to start with you, Lydia, because you're the only active player right now in the Hall of Fame. When did you start to think about becoming an LPGA Hall of Fame member?
When people like yourself and the rest of the
Just
media
reminding you all the time.
reminding every week. But no, I won the CME Tour Championship in 2022, and I think in 23 I was only a couple points away, and I think being 2 points away is more difficult than one. One, I feel like if you keep working at it, it's going to happen sooner rather than later, but being 2 points, I think I put a lot of pressure on myself, and obviously, growing up playing golf in New Zealand, I never could have imagined I'd be in the Hall of Fame and be a Hall of Famer alongside these amazing ladies. So it's, I'm very grateful for everything that has happened in my career so far, and it's surreal to be standing right here. But yeah, you and many of the other media were a reminder every day, you're there, are you going to do it, are you not going to do it? So I thank you for pushing me.
I pushed you over the line, that's what I did.
Yeah, you got me through
Thank
that
you.
final line, but I'm grateful to be here.
Well, it was an amazing summer for you last year. By the way, can we get a couple more mics, one for Annika and one for the commissioner? So if we get a couple more mics, thanks. Betsy, I want to ask you about the 27-point margin. It's on, don't worry. Yeah, it's on.
Here we go.
Your mic is always on. We would never fade it down on you, Betsy.
Okay.
Why is that an important number?
Well, actually, Tom, I got in when it was 30 points.
It was, okay.
30 wins.
You were happy that it was reduced to 27.
30 wins. But I did have a similar experience because every week, if I didn't win, to get the 30th win, it was like you could finish second. They're like, what happened? You blew it. So I just, and it was always like, when are you going to win that 30th win? So when I finally got it, I thought, oh my God, I have that off my plate now. And then the first question the next week was, well, what took you so long? So I kind of learned that you can't please the media, but it's
tough crowd here.
Yeah. But it's been great. I know I feel very blessed because I knew some of the founders too, and kind of bridged the way. And it was I've always had an interest in the history of the LPGA, and to realize that along with these ladies here tonight, that I'm part of that history is really satisfying and fun to experience.
Well, you fully deserve it with the way that you played in your career, one of the legends of the LPGA. Annika, where does making the LPGA Hall of Fame sit in your career?
Way, way up there. Yeah, absolutely. I never thought that would be something that I could achieve. I remember, growing up watching Betsy and Nancy and some of the other Hall of Famers and just thought, well, that's great for them, but I just, never thought it was for me. And then I just kept playing and got a few points here and there, and then it added all up, and it worked out. So, I feel very, very lucky, feel fortunate. I still have to pinch myself sometimes when I go to the Golf World Hall of Fame and the LPGA and just kind of see your name, just being a young girl from Sweden and be able to share the spotlight with these wonderful women. I feel very privileged.
And Craig, you're new in your role as the LPGA commissioner. You've really embraced it. What have you learned from talking to legends of the game and Hall of Fame members that kind of inspired you to give them the award this year?
Well, I've been very lucky to get to know 4 of the 5 Hall of Famers on stage reasonably well over the last few years, and I've learned 2 things. One, they have not just done well in the past, but have made a commitment to inspire the future, even after they hung it up inside the ropes. And I have deep, deep respect for the inspiration you continue to bring into the world of golf. And the second is that they're incredible humans. There's a vulnerability that the rest of the world may not get to see, and I feel very lucky to have seen it. I remember Lydia and I had a 2-hour lunch on the Stanford golf course and really got to know each other and talked about more than just golf. And Nancy, watching you give a putting clinic one day in Portland, the next day I saw you in Happy Gilmore 2, and just 2 weeks ago, my son and I came to your Hall of Fame induction ceremony for the PGA of America and getting to know you and your husband, Ed. Judy, when you held court with Grant Boone and me at the KPMG Women's PGA Championship in the lobby of the Omni, we only had an hour together. I wish it were 3, because the way you tell stories and analyze and relive the past, it was remarkable. And Annika, you, Mike, and I have gotten to spend a little bit of time together over the years. I remember the first time we met, which was under the tree, handing out drive, chip, and putt awards at Augusta National, and we talked about what life is like as parents. This soft underbelly is, I think, what really makes these women Hall of Famers, and I hope the rest of the world gets to hear more of their stories.
Well, Nancy, you have an incredible story with your playing career. How have you seen the LPGA change over quite a few decades now?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say, Betsy, you had to win 30 in 2 different majors. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember that.
Well, I won 30, and I kept winning the same major.
Yeah.
So I had to go to 35.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right.
To get in there.
Right.
And after being Happy Gilmore, you know I'm an actress now, not a golfer. If you go online, actress comes up first, not golfer.
Oh, my God.
You getting any residuals? You had your first residuals check yet?
No,
Okay.
no, I wish
you got to get a better agent.
No, but I was really acting because it was so funny. Every time Shooter kept doing his part, we all kept laughing, me and Nellie and the guy between us. We could not stop laughing, but we had to be serious. So if you saw my face, I was very serious, so I was definitely acting. You know, the difference in the LPGA compared to when we were out there, of course, the purses have grown tremendously. The quality of golf is just tremendous, and I'm proud to be able to every day promote the LPGA, because I still feel like it's my tour too, even though I don't play anymore. But to be able to look at all the players that work so hard to represent our tour and do what they do and play this great golf, it's really growing and growing, and I hope that, you know, one day we'll catch up with the guys and have the same purses as the guys. But I do have to thank Rolex, too, for everything that they do for not just the LPGA Tour, but everyone in sports. Because I think every time I see the clock and it says Rolex, I'm like, wow, what would we do without Rolex? So thank you, Rolex.
Yes, thank you.
And Judy, I've got to ask you about the Founders, because you were playing in the early 60s when the Founders were winning multiple events on the LPGA Tour. What are your memories about some of the 13 founders of the LPGA?
Well, I was a 17-year-old trying to figure out where I was and what I was doing. And I knew basically almost all of the founders. I did not know Babe, but I knew most of the others. I played in the early 60s and on into the 60s. And it was an extraordinary time. It was a time when, actually, when I got on the LPGA Tour, they said I was 17. And if I didn't have a criminal record, and if I played pretty well, I could join. So I did play pretty well, and I didn't have a criminal record. And here I am today. So, you know, my years have gone on for so many years. So starting in 1962, when I played 9 tournaments, to today, when they have been so gracious to invite me to this. And my years in television with that man right down there, Tom Abbott, and my years with the LPGA. I love these people. I love the LPGA. It has been such an enormous part of my life, and I am grateful for everything I got to do with the LPGA and for everything that the LPGA has done for me. So I am grateful to I think to each person in this room for everything you've done for the LPGA, and now I'm really high on this man right here. So I hope we are going forward, and God willing and the creek doesn't rise, I'll be around. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Commissioner's Award recipients, the LPGA Hall of Famers. A big round of applause for Betsy King, Lydia Ko, Nancy Lopez, Judy Rankin, Annika Sorensen, and for the Commissioner, Craig Kessler. Be on your feet, upstanding, for these legends of the game. And before we let you go, I think it's appropriate that we hand over to the Commissioner for a toast.
Oh my. Thank you.
Thanks, Ernesto. Well, if everyone can please raise a glass to the 5 Hall of Famers who are on stage and to those who could not be with us tonight, congratulations on the Founders Award. Cheers. Let's do it tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our Rolex LPGA Awards for 2025. First time I've been allowed to drink on the job, so that's great. It is time now to enjoy the dinner. Following the dinner, we'll have a drinks reception. Enjoy yourself tonight. Celebrate the people around you and our award recipients who have had a fantastic season. They fully deserve their awards tonight. I'm really glad that we were able to honor them. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the LPGA Tour. Have a great evening and enjoy the CME Group Tour Championship this week. Thank you.